Hey, what's up guys, Simran here, back again with another video. In this video, we are going to talk about the first interaction with the customer. First interaction is super important. It is said first impression is the best impressions. So in your sales journey, the first important step is making a call. So your call should be very convincing and you should get all the details from the customer. From the call, you take the customer for the site visit, and at the site visit, we take the customer to the lead closure. So call plays an important role in sales process. So in this video, let's talk about how to make a call to the customer for the first time and how to convince the customer for the site visit, and then what to do if the customer does not answer your call. So with that being said, let's start the video. Before making a call, make sure to carry two phones. I usually carry two phones. One phone is with which I make a call and the other phone is with which I make the notes. So you have to do the same process. So if you cannot carry another phone, just carry a notepad or a pen. So whenever you talk to the customer for the first time, you cannot remember all the minute details. So you just have to make a note of it. So let's start with the preferred language of the customer. So you will have to speak to the customer in the preferred language of the customer. And before that, you should have a command with English, Hindi, and your regional language. These three languages are super important. And so like when you call to the customer for the first time, just address him as Mr. Do not address him as Sir. Many people make a mistake of addressing the customer as a Sir. See, the customer is not your Sir, or you are not a Sir to the customer. Like if you address them as Sir, it makes an impression that the customer is at the higher authority, but that's not the case. Both of you are at the equal authority. The customer is paying you the money and you are providing him the value. So both are important. So do not address them as Sir, just address them as Hi Mr. Rahul, Hi Miss Aditi. So they will respond. Their response will be like, yes Rahul speaking here. हाँ जी राहुल बात कर रहा हूँ. So you'll get to know the preferred language when you address them with Hi Rahul. Do not say hello. Hi Mr. Rahul. Hi Rahul. Hi Mr. Rahul. Hi Aditi. So address them as Mr. or Miss. You do not know if the lady is a Miss or Mrs. So just address the lady as Miss. Hi Miss Aditi. Now the next question. How to begin the conversation. So tell them, Hi Mr. Rahul. When he responds, we received an inquiry on a website that you are looking for interior designer in sector 56 of Noida. Are you looking? और इन हिंदी, हेलो राहुल जी, हमारे वेबसाइट पे इंक्वायरी आई है कि आप इंटीरियर डिज़ाइनर देख रहे हैं सेक्टर 56 ऑफ नोएडा, क्या आप देख रहे हैं? सो ऑलवेज एंड द स्टेटमेंट विद अ क्वेश्चन. It gives engaging impact on the call. And do not start pitching about your service immediately. First, get all the details of the customer because those details are important. So what are the details that we need to get from the customer? When he responds with, yes, I am looking for the service, ask him if it is a residential or a commercial space. If it is a residential, how many BHK apartment it is, and what is the size? 1000 SFT, 1500 SFT, or whatnot. And if it is a commercial space, what type of commercial space it is? Is it a retail store? Is it a showroom? Is it a cafe? Is it a salon? Is it a clinic? Is it a hospital? So these are the, or is it an office space? These are the most common commercial space inquiry that we get for interior designer. So get all these details and ask them what services is he looking for. For residential, if he is looking, ask him, like, may I know what services are you looking for? Like modular kitchen, wardrobes, false ceiling, furniture, TV unit, crockery unit, or furniture like bed, sofa unit, dining table. So get all the details of the customer. The customer will respond in his own language, whatever the details. So you have to make a note of all these details. And the next question, here is the important tip. I don't know why many interior designers do not cater the commercial spaces. See, in case of residential, the customer may have the requirement immediately or within 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But in 90% of the commercial spaces, they have the inquiry, they have the requirement immediately. They have an urgent requirement. So, do not skip the commercial leads, because when you go to the customer who has an immediate requirement, the chances of conversion increases. So do not skip the commercial spaces. They're easy to get converted when compared to residential. Now, ask them, when does he or she need interiors? Is it immediately or within 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? Because it is important. Like you have talked to the customer for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and in the end you got to know that he or she has the requirement after 3 months or 6 months. It will be a waste of your time and their time. So they are just browsing around. They may not need the service immediately. So ask them, when do they need the service? So cater the clients who have their requirement immediately or 15 days or max to max 1 month. So do not entertain to the customer who has the requirement after 3 months. Now, this is the important step. Ask them, is it okay if I send a designer at your place for a site visit? And also tell them why the site visit. See, at the site visit, the designer will have a site visit. He'll take a survey of your site. He'll take minute measurements at the site. He'll exchange ideas with you, and then he'll provide you with an estimate. So the customer will say, okay, it's fine. You can send the designer at so and so date and time. So now the question comes, why the site visit should be free? So many interior designers, they make a mistake of charging 500 rupees or 1000 rupees for the site visit. Don't do that mistake. Instead, provide them the free value. I'll show you go provide them the free site visit, and at the site visit, have them make sure the decision maker is present. See, if you when you do the site visit, when you explain everything to the customer, when you give him the quotation, and in the end, if the lady says, my husband is not available, I'll talk to my husband and update you, it will be a waste of your time. If the customer is not conforming then and there, then this customer is not your customer. You will never get a call back from the customer. So make sure the husband is present at the site. So ask him, if when you do go for the site visit, ask them, may I know who is the decision maker in the house? If the husband is decision maker, ask him to be present at the site, because you will have to convince the main decision maker, which is the husband or head of the family. So provide them the free site visit, and when the site visit happens and if the customer is satisfied, then do not go without taking the token amount. Take at least 5,000 rupees. So what happens? It gives them, "Arey haan bhai, we have signed a initial contract with this interior designer. We can get ahead." If you don't take the token amount of 5,000 or 10,000 rupees, then the customer will still be looking for other options. He'll take your quotation and he will look for other quotations in the market. Don't do that mistake. Do not go home without taking the advance amount of 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. So in this way, your site visit is free, but not. It's so you are getting paid for the site visit as well. So always take the token amount at the site of 5,000 rupees and 10,000 rupees, and you can invest that amount again in the advertisement. So there are few customers who gives you an objection that I am out of town right now. In fact, they are not out of town. They don't want to visit. They don't want to have a site visit. So in that case, just tell them, okay, fine, I'll give you a rough estimate for now. The final estimate can be given only after having a site visit. And tell them why site visit is important. See, once the site visit happens, tell them we need to exchange ideas with you. We need to understand what is your requirement, and we'll show you all the possible options. So what are the materials that are available in the market, and what are the options that you want to go for? You want to go with the carpenter option, or you want to go with the factory fitted interiors. So if you go with the carpenter option, the time of execution will be more, but the cost will be less. When you go with the factory fitted interiors, the time of execution will be less, but the cost will be more. But at the same time, there will be a smooth finish when compared to a carpenter work. So explain them. We can explain all these details at the site visit in a good manner. So convince them for the site visit. Now, the second objection, that's what I said. Why site visit? So tell them the importance. For the site visit, we need to, after the site visit, we'll get an idea about the site, and we can take the minute measurements, and then based upon the possible options that you choose and based upon the materials you choose, we'll be able to give you the final estimate. So site visit is important. So you should feed the customer that site visit is important. Without site visit, we cannot provide you with an estimate. So just give them the rough estimate, give them a tentative budget. It can range anywhere between 8 lakhs to 15 lakh depending upon the materials you choose and depending upon the options that you go for. So convince the customer for the site visit and just give them a lump sum amount of 8 to 15 or 15 to 20 lakhs, a lump sum amount. Don't prepare a quotation on the call. Never give the entire quotation on the first without the site visit. So after having a site visit, then only give them the quotation. Now, what to do if the customer does not answer your call? So if the customer does not answer your call, immediately you have to WhatsApp him. See, it may happen that the customer is driving, or he might be in the market, or he might be in the office doing some work. He may not answer your call. So he may text you back on WhatsApp. So I'll show you an example. So this is a guy named Saurav. We convinced him for the site visit. So this is how we begin the conversation. Hi, Mr. Saurav. We received an inquiry on our website that you're looking for interior designer. In the next step, location Noida. In the next step, space type commercial space. Are you looking? So you can see we have sent the messages in multiple steps. We have not sent the entire paragraph. If you send the entire paragraph, the customer, they do not read it. So always have a conversation in bullet points or in points. So do not send them an entire paragraph. Keep that in mind. So he said he need interior for showroom in Export House. Then we asked him where exactly is his site located. So he shared sector 57 of Noida. And then we asked him a question. Is it okay if we send the designer at your place for the site visit? This will be free of cost. The designer will take a survey, exchange ideas with you and provide you with an estimate. So he said, yes, sure. When can he come? I asked him for his preferred day and time. So he responded with today or tomorrow. So this is how you convince the customer for the site visit. So that's it about this particular video, guys. And if you're someone who wants to grow your interior design business exponentially, then click the link below and book a consultation with me. And I look forward to see you inside the call. This is Simran here, signing off until we meet again.